In a world that glorifies instant gratification, loud opinions, and shallow victories, the true essence of being a mature man is often overlooked. But here at Stoic Loading, we know that greatness isn't built overnight. It's forged in the quiet, consistent practice of discipline, wisdom, and self-mastery. Today, we'll break down 3 critical skills every mature man must master. Skills that will not only make you stand taller in your own life, but will also earn you the kind of respect that can't be demanded, only commanded. These are skills rooted in Stoic philosophy, sharpened by experience and validated by time. Let's dive deep. Skill number 1, emotional discipline. The power of inner control, the first and most vital skill a mature man must develop is emotional discipline. The world today praises raw emotion venting on social media, overreacting to criticism, exploding in anger. But a man anchored in stoicism knows this truth. You don't control what happens, but you control how you respond. Think of Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men to ever live. He ruled an empire, faced betrayal, war, and personal loss, yet maintained a calm that most men can only dream of. Why? Because he understood that anger, fear, and anxiety are thieves of reason. A mature man doesn't suppress emotions, he masters them. Emotional discipline doesn't mean being cold. It means being measured. When life throws chaos your way, when a business deal collapses, when someone insults you, or when a relationship ends, your response defines you. Ask yourself, can you sit in silence and process pain without lashing out? Can you take a moment of humiliation and turn it into fuel rather than rage? Can you remain calm even when the world wants you to break? This skill makes you unshakable. It's not about being robotic. It's about being grounded. Emotional discipline is what turns a man into a leader, someone others look to when storms hit. Skill number 2, strategic thinking, the art of playing the long game. The second skill every mature man needs is strategic thinking. Most men live in reaction mode. They're tossed around by trends, emotions, and impulses. But a mature man understands the long game. He doesn't chase noise. He builds foundations. In the Stoic tradition, there's a lesson: first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Strategic thinking is exactly that. It's clarity of purpose, followed by intentional action. A man with strategy doesn't rush to prove himself. He invests time and energy in silent preparation, reading, learning, observing patterns. Whether it's building a business, nurturing relationships, or shaping his character, he moves with purpose. This is why older, grounded men often have an edge. They've learned the cost of impatience. They understand that success isn't about speed. It's about direction. To sharpen this skill, detach from the moment. Don't make decisions out of fear or excitement. Think, plan, and then act. Play chess, not checkers. Always see beyond the immediate outcome. Practice patience. True power lies in the ability to wait, observe, and strike when the time is right. When you master strategic thinking, life stops feeling chaotic. Even setbacks become part of a larger plan. And that quiet confidence? People will notice it because a man with a plan doesn't need to shout. Skill. #3. The discipline of detachment, letting go without losing yourself. The third skill is one of the hardest, but perhaps the most liberating. Detachment. Modern society tells men that their worth is tied to what they own, what they achieve, or how many people approve of them. But the mature man understands the Stoic principle. Control the controllable, release the rest. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care, it means you don't cling. You can love someone deeply, but not be destroyed if they leave. You can enjoy wealth without being enslaved by it. You can strive for success without letting failure define your identity. Seneca once wrote, "He who is brave is free." Detachment is bravery. It's freedom from the chains of approval, fear, and possession. Here's how to practice it daily. Detach from outcomes. Focus on effort and process. Let results come as they may. Detach from ego. Your worth isn't in comparison to others, but in the standards you hold yourself to. Detach from fear. Understand that most fears are illusions created by your mind. This skill creates a man who's impossible to manipulate. When people see that you can't be controlled by anger, temptation, or desperation, you become a force they have to respect. The intersection of these three skills, emotional, discipline, strategic thinking, and detachment, aren't separate. They feed into one another. Emotional discipline sharpens your strategy. Strategic thinking makes detachment easier. Detachment keeps your emotions clear and your vision steady. When you embody these traits, you become rare. And in a world full of noise, rarity is power. A mature man who has mastered these skills doesn't chase validation. He doesn't over-explain himself. He doesn't need to be loud to be heard. Instead, his presence speaks louder than his words. Final thoughts: the journey of a mature man isn't about perfection, it's about progress and mastery. It's about choosing the harder path, the path of control over chaos, strategy over impulse, and freedom over attachment. As you walk this path, understand that it's not meant to be easy. Mastery requires repetition, reflection, and patience. But once you begin to embody these skills, you'll find that life feels lighter, not because it's easier, but because you've become stronger. This is what Stoicism teaches us: that the measure of a man isn't in what he gains, but in what he masters within himself. So, to every man listening, master your emotions, build your strategy, practice detachment. These aren't just skills, they are the pillars of unshakable strength. And when you live this way, you'll discover that the respect, peace, and quiet confidence you've been chasing will come to you not because you demanded them, but because you've become the kind of man who naturally commands them. This is Stoic loading. Keep loading your mind. Keep sharpening your soul, because the world doesn't need more loud men. It needs more masters of themselves.